Because Flexicontent integrates with Core Joomla, we're able to use Core Joomla plugins to work with our items. So we're going to go ahead and install this audio player and show you how that can work with the Flexicontent. One we're using today is called Simple Audio Player, and it's very easy to use and it is free. So head on over to the Joomla extension directory and look for it. So we're going to forego in how to install it, since there's a jillion YouTube videos on how to install plugins. So we're going to go ahead and skip ahead now. We've installed the plugin, and it's usually kind of wise, at least I find it so, to go ahead and copy this information and just save it in a text file so you can refer back to it easily without having to go into the plugin parameters. And of course, you want to make sure that the plugin is published. I'm going to Extensions, Plugins, and then I generally just sort it by the last one, and it is published here. You will see that if we do look at it, that you have some additional options. If you're having a jQuery conflict or another sort of JavaScript conflict, you can fiddle with these settings. And you'll know that because it means it won't be working. A way to go ahead and test that would be to just include the short code in the description part of an item and test it that way, rather than through the field itself. And then here it gives us that same information that we had before. Let's go ahead and add this information to a field. So we're going to head on over here to our Flexicontent fields. And we're going to add a new field, and we're going to call it audio, and we're going to go ahead and it's going to keep it a text field. We need to have it applied to some types, so the only type that we have right now is an article. So I'm going to go ahead and add it there. And what we're going to go ahead and do is click on over to this Viewing tab and the Values list. And we're going to go ahead and remove spaces. And before every field where the content, where we're going to have the name of the audio MP3 file, before that, within our field, we want some of that short code that we were looking at earlier to process. So I do have it saved here. And so we've got the audio source equals, and we're going to put it in the folder images stories underscore audio, and then it will be the name of the MP3 file that we'll put in the field. And then at the end, we're going to want to have some additional information so that we can close that. And here I have also added some particular styles to this. I'm going to have the loop off, preload, autoplay on, and we're going to go ahead and have no characters here. And we're going to go ahead and save and close it. Okay, so now we need to add that field to our template. It is part of our article type, but it still needs to be added to our template that we're going to use. So I skipped on over here because I had forgotten. So I have the article type is using the default template layout. So let's go ahead and go back then to our template and choose default. And for the item layouts, we're going to go over here to the, and we've got our core, or not our core, but our custom field right here. And we're going to go ahead and drop it right in next to the description box. Save and close. And now we're going to head over to our item. We have one item that has this template, our home page. And now when we go to it, we'll see that there should be, anyway, a field called audio that we can populate. And here it is. So let's get a name of a MP3 file that we've already loaded in that images stories _audio folder. So I added the name of my MP3 file here, and when I went to test it, all I got was some code, and I realized I had skipped a step in the field. So when you're in the field, you want to make sure that over in this viewing tab where it says content plugins, which is what we're doing, we want to go ahead and trigger the content plugin. Now you can choose to have just a specific plugin, or all the plugins can run, so that's up to you. So now that we've done that, let's cross our fingers and see if that makes our music autoplay now. Fingers crossed. There it is. There's Dwayne Eddy and his twangy guitar. So as you can see, if you have multiple items with different songs and you want an audio to load specifically for each one, that's how you do it.